What is going on, guys? Nips here, aka Sir Mancer, bringing you a Passimian guide for Pokemon Sun and Moon, a competitive guide to this phenomenal phenomenon that we got going on today. So check it out. We got Passimian. Nothing too crazy in all honesty. He's a fighting type Pokemon. You have a high base attack stat, high base HP, decent defense stat. So you get the first three stats are pretty decent, the next three are mediocre. And then I guess your speed could be a little bit above mediocre, but base 80 speed isn't the craziest thing in the world, but let's just talk about the fighting type real quick. So fighting types usually have a lot of HP, a lot of attack, a lot of defense, hence why your best two stats are HP, attack, and defense. A lot of Pokemon have that in common. Being a fighting Pokemon, you're weak to flying, fairy, psychic, and that's about it. Resist, you might resist bug, I don't know, I really don't know if you resist bug or not. I think you resist bug, but either way, not too concerned about his type matches, to be honest. I'm more concerned about the move pool and what we got going with Passimian over here. Being a jolly nature, at level 50, your speed is 145, your attack is 172. So you guys can see right here, this is level 51 stats. At level 50, you're going to have 172 attack, 145 speed. Emphasis on 145 speed because this mon screams Choice Scarf user, in my opinion. This mon Passimian over here is going to be a great Choice Scarf user because with a 145 base speed, you throw a Choice Scarf on him, you're going to be looking at roughly around 200 and you add basically Send 2 to it because Pokemon runs down. It'll be Send 2.5 because Pokemon runs down, it'll be Send 2. So it'll be basically, do some math real quick, I think it's 217. Speed, maybe a little bit higher than that. Could be around 227, 217, one of those two. Either way, it's a great speed stat. You're outspeeding all base 130 mons. Being a jolly nature with adamant nature, you outspeed a little bit less. But with jolly, you do outspeed those 130 base natures. And honestly, maybe I should redo this, make it adamant now that I think about it. Because even at the adamant nature, you still have a lot of speed going on. You outspeed a lot of things being scarf and hit harder. I may do that. But either way, guys, you can run adamant or jolly, regardless of what you want. You can run adamant or jolly. Obviously, Adamant's gonna hit harder. Obviously, Jolly's gonna outspeed more. But basically, the moveset is absolutely perfect in my opinion. You get U-turn for pivoting, Iron Head for coverage, Close Combat for stab, EQ for coverage. Now, to get Iron Head Passimian, you gotta breed with the Alone Dog Trio, and then make sure Passimian's the female. As you can see, I got a female one here out of my egg, but make sure you breed a male Dog Trio with a female Passimian, so you get an Iron Head female. You get an Iron Head Passimian out of the egg when it hatches. Only the female Pokemon is what comes out of the egg in Pokemon breeding rules. So you can have a female Passimian, breed a male trio, you get the Iron on this bad boy. Now what does U-turn do? For example, you switch in, you want to go close combat, but you see your opponent has like perfect switch in the rear. They have like a Primarina, they have a Rotom Wash, they have some kind of crazy bulky mon you don't want to stand up against, or they have maybe a Ghost Pokemon in the rear. You don't want to risk close combat going through and not hitting that all and being locked in the close combat doing nothing. You see some kind of threat you can't get through. Boom, you click to U-turn. You're in, you're out, you do your damage, you keep pivoting. And with that 80 base speed, being a giant nature, you're gonna outspeed a lot of things. Like I said, up to base 130s, and then that's gonna be freaking huge. So boom, you're in, you're out, you spring in your next Pokemon, you bring in your check for the answer. You basically keep initiative in your favor, keep momentum in your favor, allow you to get the switch going that you need. Iron Head. Phenomenal egg move for Lily Passimian over here. I absolutely love the fact that this man gets Iron Head right here. Giving Iron Head allows you to answer against the Fairy type Pokemon who normally resist close combat and U-turn. So not only do you have an answer to predict, a chance to predict, or an answer for fairies in general, boom, you have Iron Head, base 80 power. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna do a lot. It's gonna be solid, man. It's a great move right there. Barring any bulky fairies, for example, maybe like fully defensive Florges or Matisse. That's not going to really happen, but you're going to be hitting pretty hard. You're going to hit a fairy pretty damn hard. Even Ice type Pokemon, for example, your opponent has Ice Pokemon, a fairy Pokemon, and the Ghost in the rear. You know, close combo will cover the Ice Pokemon, but you know the fairy's going to eat that up, and it's going to go through the Ghost. So you know what? I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go Iron Head. If you're going to play extra safe, your opponent has one of those Pokemon left, you go U-turn, you hit whoever comes in, whoever stays in, and you're out of there, bring in your answer, or your opportunity to answer, up against whatever they do that turn. Close combat, self-explanatory, hits hard, stab, phenomenal damage, boom. Nothing else to be said there. EQ. EQ is my coverage of choice. This can indeed be Rock Slide. If you want to cover that flying weakness, you can go with Rock Slide right here. But I like EQ because it hits harder, and it gets you those fire Pokemon. It gets you those poison Pokemon that resist fighting. It gets you, what else does it get you? It's just a basic 100 attack. Big damage on, like I said, fire Pokemon, poison Pokemon. It's just a nice move to have in general. Like, EQ's been around since Gen 1. And I remember back in the day, you can only use TMs on one Pokemon, and that was it. I'd always make sure EQ would go on the best possible Pokemon. And, but now, luckily, nowadays, you can put on whatever you want. So, EQ, great coverage move for Passimian right here. And I think this is the most ideal Passimian set in my opinion. His egg moves aren't that great. If you really want to change things up, you don't want to run Choice Scarf, you can run a Choice Band set. And in that case, you run a Choice Band, I would say maybe you want to put a Rock Slide there for the most optimal coverage against your weaknesses such as Flying and Fairy. Flying being covered by Rock Slide, Fairy being covered by Iron Head, you tend to pivot and keep you from being locked into the crappy moves, and Close Combat obviously will be your stab of choice at all times. If you are running a Choice Band set and you don't care about your speed, so you're in a league play, you got Passimian on your team, you got to speed your opponent, obviously you're an Adamant, hit as hard as possible, that'd be beautiful. But I think a Choice Scarf set should be better with Adamant right now, then I think about it. I have Jolly here, I remember you do, which is going to suck, because I just wasted about 25-30 minutes making you before I did this video, but Adamant gives you 10% more attack. Your speed will drop down by 10%. So instead of having like 145, I would have 131, which doubles to roughly. This is just hard. This is just rough math right here, guys. Nothing exact. You basically go up to plus. You maybe to 196. So those base 130 mons now outspeed you, but you outspeed things like Weavile. So you can still Oko Weavile being scarfed with the close combat. Yeah, I think we should do the Adamant, to be honest. I'm gonna redo this guy. But either way, Jolly's still great, guys. I do recommend Jolly, but I'm a little bit more aggressive. I kind of want Adamant on this guy. But either way, Adamant, Jolly, whatever you want, boom, good to go. Also, move pool wise, you don't want to run 4 attacks. What you can do, and you don't want to have max speed. What I'm thinking about doing as well, rock a max HP, max attack. What will that net for me, you ask? Being a bulk up set, bulk up boost your attack and defense by 1 stage. Now, max HP, you're gonna have like, this is uninvested. Look at this is uninvested HP. This is actually 4 HP. I'm sorry, this is 4 HP into the Passimian over here. That is 179 health right there. At 252 health, you'll be peaking around. Let's see. I can be open right here. Let me check real quick. Max HP Passimian would be I want to say like 210ish. Not entirely sure just yet. Let me tell you right now. Look, okay, you're looking at 207 with max HP. Max HP investment, you would be at 207 health. It's an odd number, so you take less damage from rocks. Being 5 type, you resist rocks, so that's great. 207 HP gives you a good amount of health, good amount of bulk. Special defense ain't amazing. You can see we have 82 right here. It ain't bad. It ain't amazing. Assault Fest set, you were making about roughly 120 plus 41, 123. Ain't crazy. I want to recommend an Assault Vest. But if you want max HP, obviously, because you can't use bulk up with Assault Vest either. But max HP, max attack, bulk up set can be huge. If you really want to go crazy, you can run sub as well. Sub bulk up, close combat, fill of your choice, Iron Head, EQ, Rock Slide. At that point, you wouldn't want U-turn obviously with the subset. But I think the most ideal set would be Choice Scarf Adamant or Choice Scarf Jolly. Then, if you want to be, you like bulky mons, you want to be a little more lenient with your attacks, and just focus on staying alive and bulking up to make your attack stat from lenient to more devastating. Boom, bulk up, +1 attack, +1 defense, and that +1 attack you're looking at like a 250-ish attack at +1, which is freaking huge. And then your HP stats can be nice and high at 207 with max of 207. You can have a couple of attacks, and then see, if it was me, I would run either the set I have here with Adamant and Jolly, or I would run bulk up 3 attacks, Adamant nature was what I would probably do. I'd do bulk up 3 attacks, and then or I just run completely no bulk up. I do sub 3 attacks, Jolly nature, and then I kind of like that. I usually work to, you usually gotta be fast. Like I'm a big fan of sub Gengar. You would want more. You definitely would want more speed in general for a subset. But like I said, the best 2 sets you're gonna have here are your Choice Scarf set, your bulk up set, and then your sub bulk up set. Those are the 3 optimal sets right there, in my opinion. Regardless, Passimian, great mon. You have answers for your checks. You had the Ironhead. Ironhead was huge, man. Ironhead was freaking huge in this guy. Granted, my set here, you can run Rock Slide over EQ to cover the flying and steel weakness with Ironhead and Rock Slide, but I do like EQ a lot because it does get you through the fire Pokemon, maybe bulky fire Pokemon, like, I don't know, doesn't matter. But you get through we get through a fire Pokemon, you get through the poison Pokemon that do resist you, and Ironhead is huge because also with the Tapus running around, you can hit them all for super effective damage, except for Tapu Fini, who is now Water Fairy, but Tapu Lily, Psychic Fairy, boom, you're hitting that. Tapu Bulu, Fairy Grass, boom, you're hitting that. Albay, not a lot because it's aggressive, it can be kind of bulky, but still, super effective damage, you never know when it's going to happen, but when it's going to matter. And then, of course, you have Tapu Koko, Electric Fairy as well. You are neutral. This can be a neutral hard hit. Obviously, you would want to run EQ for him because he's half electric type, which is great. It's another thing right there. Boom, electric types. Poison, electric, fire, EQ's coverage, while Rock Slide only covers flying and ice. But for ice, you already have the close combat. And gets bug as well, but it is what it is, guys. Anyway, that has been a Passimian showcase and guide for you guys. If this video has helped you out, or if you at least enjoyed it, my friends, show some love to that like button. And don't forget to subscribe as well, so you don't miss out on any competitive Pokemon Sun and Moon content. As always, I'm Nips, aka Sir Mancer. Have a great day. Hope this guide helped you, and I'll catch you next time.